katika makala ya Youth Root. Baada ya likizo ndefu, mpenzi msikilizaji, tumekuwa katika likizo fupi ya Youth Root, ila nafurahi sana kwa kuwa umeendelea kutufuatilia kule katika mitandao yetu, na tumai kwamba masuala yote yamekuwa fresh kabisa. Mpenzi msikilizaji, popote ambapo ulipo, ni fahari yangu, tena ni furaha yangu kuhakikisha tu kwamba ama kutambua tu kwamba wewe unayafuatilia makala haya ya Youth Root. Asubuhi ya leo, mpenzi mtazamaji, ni tarehe 21 na haya ni makala yetu ya kwanza baada ya likizo ambayo tumekuwa nayo, changamoto 1 2 3, ila tumerejea hewani kuendelea kuwashauri vijana, kuendelea kuwapasha vijana jinsi ambavyo wanastahili waishi katika changamoto nyingi sana ambazo zinawakumba. Kumbuka Facebook tunakujia pale mbashara, Facebook pale Youth Root. Vile vile unaweza ukatufuatilia pale YouTube pale ni Sir Quinto, utaweza kuipata video hii. Ila kwa sasa tuko mbashara pale Facebook, mpenzi mtazamaji. Vile vile nambari ya simu ni 0727927915. Utaweka hapo ujumbe wako. WhatsApp ni hapo. Pia unaweza nitafuta pale Twitter @Quinto, na tutakuwa tunawasiliana mengi kabisa. Makala haya yanakuja mbashara kutoka katika chuo kikuu cha Mount Kenya, bewa kuu la Thika, mpenzi mtazamaji. Na jinsi nilivyokuwa nimekueleza pale mbeleni ni kwamba hii leo tunazungumzia masuala na akili, ama ile afya ya kiakili ambayo katika kimombo yajulikana kama mental health, mpenzi mtazamaji. Na hii leo ninaye mgeni studioni ambaye tutakuwa tunazungumzia kiundani swala hili la mental health. Kumbuka hili swala la mental health, mpenzi mtazamaji, ni swala ambalo limekuwa likiwaadhiri vijana kwa ukubwa sana, na linaadhiri na hatuwezi tukalifungia macho swala hilo. Ndipo sasa hii leo sisi kama Youth Root tumeamua tulete makala haya mbashara ili kuweza kukupasha kiutendeti, kuweza kukushauri, kuweza kukueleza masuala 1 2 3 kuhusiana na jinsi ambavyo changamoto hizo ni mingi, ila jinsi ambavyo utaweza kumbana ama kupambana nazo. Labda nimpishe mgeni wetu studioni aweze kujitambulisha kwako wewe mtazamaji, kisha tutakuwa tunasonga mbele. Karibu sana.
Thank you so much. My name is Michael Kishoyan.
Yes.
A student at Mount Kenya University pursuing public relations and diplomacy. Besides that, I'm a mental health advocate. I started this advocacy last semester when I joined, because I saw that university students were losing our fellows because of depression, and that this is something that can be avoided when we make these kinds of awarenesses. And that has made me to be recognized internationally as the International Youth Changemaker Ambassador 2021 and 2022, concerning what I'm doing as a mental health advocate. So this is something that is really in me, I'm passionate about, and I think and I'm hopeful that we are going to make mental health awareness known to Mount Kenya University, and by this we are going to reduce the number of killings by suicide. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Jinsi ambavyo umeeleza ni masuala mengi sana. Tumeweza kupata kwamba vijana wengi wanaathirika ama wameathirika na masuala ya stress sana, ambayo ni msongo wa mawazo na masuala mengi sana. Ndipo sasa hii leo tunataka tuzamie hili swala la mental health. So just in briefly, or in a brief statement, just tell us what is mental health about.
Okay, mental health is something, it's a situation whereby someone is able to deal with the stresses and make decisions that are going to help someone in the future life and also in a community. That's what we mean by the term mental health. This means that your mind is healthy and is able to make decisions that are good to your health and to the community at large. Yeah.
So under mental health, as you've just said, there are very many things that we ought to look or to understand or to discuss about under mental health. Kwa sababu acha nitachanganya Kiswahili na Kizungu, we find that under mental health kuna masuala mengi. We have a lot of things that we ought to look into. Like we say, under mental health we have depression. We can also place stress under the same thing. Then there are very many challenges that come with it. So under mental health mesema ni ile hali ambayo akili itakusaidia uweze kuchagua kitu ambacho ni sawa. Sasa tuanze na depression. Tuanze na depression. What is depression under mental health?
Okay, depression is a situation whereby someone is at an ease condition whereby you are restless and you are not doing something that is something that you are used to, something that is considered to be healthy mentally. So the depression is a situation where you act like you are not good mentally, and this depression is a result of stress, because chronic stress leads to depression. Finding cure for depression at this point is something that is kind of tricky. Yeah, so depression is that.
Yeah, so now who is the right audience for this topic? First, we have that somebody will say that, oh, how will I be affected by these things? Like some people see that after all, life is just life. So someone niwaze sana. Who are the right audience for this topic, mental health?
Mental health, the audience, the target audience is the vulnerables. For instance, someone who is undergoing depression, and also someone who is just fit mentally, because we make these awarenesses to all, so that you impact someone to impact another. In that when I make an advocacy or awareness about mental health, and someone is there mentally correct and mentally healthy, he or she will be able to help that person who is depressed. But the main audience, the main target audience is the depressed fellows, because these are the people we are targeting. Yeah.
Under mental health, what are some of mental disorders?
Okay, mental disorders, we have got bipolar disorder. This is a situation whereby someone is experiencing a sad mood and a happy mood at the same time. You find that someone is in dilemma of feelings. Let me put that way. Dilemma of feelings, in that someone is happy and sad at the same time, and you find that this person is depressed because he or she is lacking which side to follow, and that can be depressed. Another kind of depression, we have got anxiety. Anxiety is whereby someone is really eager to have something. You are so anxious that you want something, and this something is going to pressure you into having that much deep thinking about something that you want. So you find that someone is depressed, and when you lack that necessity that you are looking for, depression comes in, because you are anxious and you lack that thing, and you are depressed. Yeah.
So those are the only example of mental health.
Yeah, those are the two main types of stress and depression.
Though I've heard you spoke about this, but let's just again state, what are some of the causes? What are some of the causes of mental disorders?
Okay, mental disorders, there are many causes depending on the affecting agents that a person is undergoing. It also depends on the current state of someone. For instance, let us look at the home grounds the home grounds level. We have our parents, we have our children and siblings and all that. So the causes of stress at home, they are lack of diet, lack of special diet. We also have when a parent or a breadwinner loses his or her job, you know, people will be like, where do we find something to eat? Where do we find something to spend? You see, so that causes stress among the people there at home. We also have got in children, when parents separation of parents, you find that the children become depressed because they are unsure who they will follow, and this makes them to get stressed. And also the parents get stressed because this is something that is very crucial in bringing up a family. When the parents separate, the mother is there who will take care of my children. If the mother is there, we have single mothers. The mother will start getting depressed because we know that the African norms, we know that the father is the breadwinner of the family. Now the father and the mother have separated. The mother is there depressed. Where will I get food for the children? And you find that children mostly follow their mothers, and so the load is upon the mother. Another cause of stress at home is that when there are quarrels, and when the children mess up, you know, we have these things we call the early pregnancies among the girls, or even the boys, the son of the parents have impregnated another girl. That's depression among the parents, even the individuals themselves, the victims. We have the boys and the girls. That's a cause of depression. Now when we come to school, the causes of depression we have, for instance, when the students, let me just repeat what I said, that the separation of parents. Maybe a student was here in school and the parents have separated at home. That student is not going to concentrate in class, and lack of concentration is a sign of depression. So that student is going to be depressed because he or she does not know who is going to cater for the needs of the child or of the student. We also have the failure of exams. You know, when someone fails exams, we are under, some of the students are under sponsorship, and others are parents. They are sponsored by parents. So when a student fails exams, he will be like, oh, now I have disappointed my sponsors. That is going to cause depression among them. And we also have lack of food. I remember last semester there was an emerging issue of students going hungry and starving in schools. So that was a cause of depression, because a student is starving. He's needed to go to class. He's needed to perform like any other student who has taken food, who has taken, let me put it this way, who has taken British breakfast, British lunch, and British supper. So that student is going to compete with the other students who are well enough. That is a cause of depression. Another cause of depression that is really affecting our students in the relationships. We have the love affairs. You find that this is another diverse topic about mental health causes, because you find that a lady and a man are engaged in a relationship. The lady will start like, who are you talking with? Who are you? I hope you understand. And the man will be like, also, who is this? Who is this that you are talking with? That's a cause of depression, and that is someone will be thinking like, this this lady or this man is playing on me, or is having another affairs with other men or other women, depending on the gender. So this person will be depressed, and this is why you find that we have a lot of brutal killings among the students, because this is something that they cannot handle. They cannot comprehend to these issues, so they will find themselves. You find a man being upset and kills the lady, or the lady kills the man because of love affairs. We also have among the stress, the causes of stress. I think this is something that has not been spoken about for the reason, but it is causing depression among the students. We have the issue of missing marks. Missing marks are really causing a lot of depression among the students, because you find that you have missed your marks, and you are going there to the departments, your respective departments, and you are finding no help. So the lecturer or the head of department is there telling you, now go back and have liaise with your lecturer, and your lecturer is far away. That's causing a lot of depression among students, because these students will be like, where am I going to get these marks? I'm not getting any help. And I think I would suggest that this matter should be taken into consideration, because it is causing a lot of depression among students. Yeah, so I think those are the major causes of depression among the students in school or at home. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, dear audience. Tunawajia mbashara hapa. Hii ni Youth Root. Haya ni makala ya Youth Root, mpenzi mtazamaji. Asante sana wote ambao mnatutazama kupitia pale Facebook Live. Ni fahari yetu. Tutazungumzia swala la afya ya kiakili, mental health, ambayo tunazungumzia siku hii ya leo. Asante sana kwa kuendelea kutazama, kwa kuendelea kuwa ndani. Ninaye Michael Kishoia ambaye ni mental health advocate, and we are discussing in deep or ndani sana kiundani masuala na kuhusiana na afya ya kiakili. Endapo una swali lolote kwake, tutumie ujumbe pale Facebook. Nyote ambao mnatazama nasi tutakuwa tunapitia jumbe zenu. We've discussed about causes of depression. Can we say that also how can we say about if somebody asks challenges of mental illness?
Okay, challenges, these are what we call the symptoms or something that a person undergoes when being depressed. Okay, we have got many challenges. You find that a person lacks sleep. We experiences some kind of insomnia. In that a person, the balances of sleep, the sleep patterns are affected. In that a person, you might find a person sleeping too much. You find even a person sleeping for 24 hours non-stop because of stress. Because when this individual wakes up, he sees this world, he remembers the stresses that is undergoing, and the depression becomes so huge. We can also find that we have lack of sleep, lack of total sleep. You'll find that someone is awake for the 24 hours, even for 48 hours or 72 hours. Someone is just awake, which is a very unhealthy. This is a challenge, because you are not going to have your rest, and you're going to be tired. In fact, being tired and exhausted is also another symptom or another challenge of depression. So if someone lacks sleep, enough sleep, you know, the scientists say that a person is supposed to sleep for 8 hours. That is considered to be healthy. And to find this person is just awake or just asleep, that's a challenge. We also have someone loses appetite. You find that you lose interest in food. You cannot eat. You cannot you cannot consume anything, even water. That is very dangerous. You can also find someone eating too much. Someone consuming too much food is also a challenge of depression, or a sign of depression. Another symptom of depression is that someone is restless. you find that someone is moody, someone is angry, or just upset each and every time. You try to talk to this person can be violent or can abuse you. So this someone undergoing a lot of pressure. We also have got another symptom is lack of concentration. You find that during work or in class, you find someone is just out of minds and started thinking about these issues that are disturbing the person. So that's another challenge of or a symptom of depression. We also got I've talked about restlessness. Someone is not restless. Someone is not comfortable in where he or she is in at. And then you find someone is just walking around. You find someone is walking from corner to corner, moving, disturbing people. That's a symptom, because someone is disturbed. And also we have got something that is very dangerous, and it is killing our people. Suicidal thoughts. You find that this person has lost hope. In fact, if you try to convince the person, if you try to give the person hope that things will just get into order, you find that someone is there telling you that I'm tired of living. I'm not seeing the essence of living. So let me just go. So these are the suicidal thoughts. These are very dangerous symptoms that a person undergoes.
Hapo tu penye umetaja hapo about somebody saying that leave me alone. There are these types of people that when you try to consult them, like unamwambia Mr. Kyoyan, you've not been active, you've not shida ni gani, but they try to say no, achana tu na shida zangu nini, I'm just okay nini, and you just know these people are not okay. So how can you help such people? Like you're trying, kindly my brother, help, tell me, I might help you. Even if I won't help you, I might find somebody to help. How can you help such people?
Okay, when you find these people, it's kind of sometimes tricky, because even in the Kenyan constitution we have got something that we call the freedom of privacy. I can consider this as a trespass, because someone, when you enter into someone's life deeply, I can call it a life trespass. But this someone who needs your help, this someone you love and someone you care about, someone who is a breadwinner. Remember, this person is being looked upon, is being looked up to by other people. Maybe he or she is the breadwinner, or he or she is the hope of the family. Then you are there, you are just telling this person, no, there is hope that things will change. So how we can pray, or how we can help these individuals is by befriending them. And what I usually say, when someone comes open up to you that my friend somewhere is passing through this and this, so my friend somewhere is battling depression, my friend somewhere has been left by his boyfriend, my friend somewhere has been heartbroken by his girlfriend, the likelihood of that statement, the 90% of the truth of that statement is that person who is undergoing that depression, or who is undergoing that pressure. Because we find that people are so much shy to speak for their lives. You find that a person is here telling you that my friend is doing so and so. So you can advise that person directly, and you are going to tell this person that go and tell your friend this and this, and also you can link up with me, you can link this person with me, and after the end of this person will come to you and tell you that so and so I'm passing through this and this, can you help me? So this one technique you can use to help this person. Another technique is that you can befriend the person. try to make this person your friend, your long-term friend, so that you can get something from them. And you can be telling them the dangers of depression, the consequences of committing suicide, or the consequence of let us say the consequences of depression. So you can tell this person the dangers and try to explain deeply. And also you can ask the person, be persistent. You tell the person, what is this? Why are you not okay? Why are you passing through this and this? Yani, I've not been seeing you. You know, we find your friends, our friends, have a unique behavior. In that you as Saquinto, I can tell that when you are normal, or when your mental health, when your mental health is 100% safe, there are behaviors that you have. And when I start seeing you changing, you are so quiet, you are so introverted. I can be there. I can be curious to know what is happening, Saquinto. You are not okay.
Right.
Tell me what is happening. So that's what you can say.
Tuingilie katika ujumbe. Nakumbuka kuna ujumbe nilitumiwa mapema sana, nilipoweka tu hii mada pale kwenye mtandao wa WhatsApp. Kaninbox akaniambia, tafadhali Saquinto, help me. Nimechukia wanaume wote because what they did to me. Ananiambia she was raped. Yeah, there's a lady trying to talk to me, and nimechukia, like I don't want to see him. I don't know that we can also say it is mental illness.
Yeah, sure.
So how can you help such a person? Anasema he doesn't want to see even the father. He doesn't even to see the brother. He just hate kila mwanaume.
Okay, when it comes to such situations, there's this thing that we call the serenity prayer. Lord, give me the strength to accept the things that I cannot change, and also give me the power or the mandate or something that can make me to change the things that I can change. So this thing has already happened. This is a case of rape, and it has already happened, and you cannot reverse it. And hating men, hating all men, is something that you cannot say it's a good approach, because you cannot kill all men.
Sure. Men
will be there. Your brother will be there. Your uncle will be there. Your father will be there. So you cannot change anything. The only thing you can do is to accept and help and pray to God that He may change the mindset of men, the mindset, your mindset too, and also you can be that person. I can advise to look for a psychiatrist or a psychologist who can help that person, because I understand it is a very, very painful experience. Yeah.
So just accept.
Yeah, you should just accept and necessitate to live with men, because men will be there and you cannot change it.
Yeah. Nadhani mwenye huo ujumbe ameshaupokea. Hizi mtazamaji, haya ni makala ya Youth Root. We are coming live from Mount Kenya University, that is Thika campus, and we are discussing about mental health, and I am with Michael Kishoian, who is a mental health advocate. We are discussing on mental health, and now to look onto the last subtopic, or the last thing on this. Now, how can we overcome depression?
Overcoming depression, we have a lot of approaches. We have practitioners who are the psychiatrists, the psychologists, and the therapists. First, you can approach these therapists. These are trained people. These are doctors who are trained to deal with mental health. These are people who can help you to undergo some kinds of therapies. Therapies, I mean, you can have psychological therapy. That is a talk therapy, where you can be free. Look for a confidant, someone who you can open up to, and tell your stories to him or her. Because when you talk, I've handled many cases. I've handled many cases about depression, and the feedback I get, because someone opens up to me, and after the feedback I get is that I am okay, and indeed I'm now okay because I've spoken up. You see, when you open up to someone whom you trust, because nowadays it is so tricky, you cannot trust everybody. So you are there to look for someone whom you can trust, and open up to him, because after opening up, your heart is free. Your minds are free. So you find that a person, when he or she speaks up, those emotions come out of the mind. And another thing you can do is that you can have your own therapy. You can practice something. You can keep yourself busy. In that, look for something to do. If you are a good player, you can go and play football. You can hang around with friends. You can walk around alone, and give yourself hope that these things are going to end. Another thing you can the basic things you can do to change, to overcome stress, is that you can eat a balanced diet, have enough sleep, and also you can have enough stress, not stress but rest. You can rest enough, so that your brains and your minds can be free. But let me emphasize on this, the psychiatrists and the psychologists and the therapists. I've said that these are people who are trained to handle mental health issues. So you can find a person, or you can open up to a person, so that you can be helped. Yeah.
Thanks so much. Asante sana Bwana Michael Kishoian. There is something I had forgot to tell you on that. There is something. She just sent me a text here. She's watching, by the way, and anasema thank you. Anasema the reason why she hates men, that after sharing that to the boyfriend also left her. Okay, I still emphasize on someone you call a confidant. You remember, your boyfriend cannot be your confidant. Your girlfriend cannot be your confidant. Look for a friend whom you trust can help you. You see, you can have your boyfriend, but he's very poor in understanding. You can have a boyfriend or a girlfriend who is very upset, that when you open up to that situation or that experience, someone might even kill you. So you should find someone who is very confidential, someone whom you trust, that this is someone, or you can open up to, and I can get help. It must not be your boyfriend or your close friends. You can look for someone who is very, very far away, and do a phone call or a text that I'm passing through this and this. Kindly, can you help me? So I want to emphasize that it must not be your boyfriend, or it must not be your father, because we live in times of modern betrayal. I can say so, because that's why you find that betrayals are always very, 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 very painful, because your enemy cannot betray you, your stranger cannot betray you, but the person who is close to you can betray you, and that is why you find that many betrayals are very, very painful. Yeah. So find a person who you can trust and get help. Yeah. Thanks so much. Asante sana Caleb Caleb Owino, na kuona pale unaniambia unatazama, na nyote ambao mwatazama nasema asante sana, asante sana. So as we are concluding this topic, sir, advice to the youth, those youth that have given up with life, like they see that let's advise those who did KCSE, those who did KCP and they fail, or even the people are just in challenges to a point somebody says that now why should I live? I don't have any other what am I doing? Like, just leave me. The people who've given up in life, how can you advise them?
Okay, we have the audacity of hope. So let us get hope that things one day will change. That's the something that I can tell that person. If you see the big personalities, the renowned personalities in the world, let's take for example Ben Carson, the renowned surgeon. He was a very poor student. So failing in exams does not mean that you are failed in life. Just get hope that I can make it. Let's take another example of Governor 001, that is Ali Hassan Joho. He's a D student, but now he's a very influential man in the government. So these are the personalities we should look up to. Let us get hope. Let us have hope that things will change. Let us not lose hope. And when you find yourself in such a situation, kindly reach out to your colleagues, your confidants, your people who can help you, because speaking your mind will really help you. So you can reach out to these mental health advocates. I'm sure they are very confidential. You can reach out to me, you can reach out to someone else, you can reach out to I have a lot of mental health advocates, both locally in the African continent and also internationally. I have friends. So whenever any person needs a help, kindly reach out to us, reach out to mental health advocates. I'm sure they are very many nowadays. So you can reach out to them and be helped. So yeah.
Thanks so much. How can we find you on your online platforms, say Facebook, say how can we find you?
Okay, on Facebook I am Kish Francis Jr. Let me repeat, Kish Francis Jr. Or I have 2 accounts, so you can also search Michael Kishoyan. You can find me. And also on Instagram and Twitter I am at Michael Kishoyan. And Twitter, I am Michael Kishoyan 08. And on LinkedIn, I also have a LinkedIn account. You can connect with me at Michael Kishoyan. And of course WhatsApp. You can reach out to me on 0706 587 563. I can repeat, 0706 587 563. I think and also lastly, you can find me on email, michaelkishoyan20@gmail.com. So those are my social media handles. You can find me there.
Thanks so much, sir.
Okay. And also you can find me if you are a Mount Kenyan student. You can find me any day of your wish. I'm in many WhatsApp groups of Mount Kenya University. You can have my number there and text me so that we can help each other.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Asante sana. Asante sana kwa kutenga muda wako for joining us in Youth Roadshow. I'm sure I will again call you because we have a lot to discuss about you. Yeah, we have a lot to discuss about you. Also, just to tell the audience who you are. That day I was asking you about the titles you have. Tell them about you told me you are the chairperson of PAUCK. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I almost forgot it. Okay, we have Pan-African Universities and Colleges Congress. Let me bring this to Mount Kenya University. I am that person who is passionate about organizations. I work with many organizations I work with the International Youth Change Makers. I'm an ambassador 2021-2022. I am also a member of Youth Against Suicide Kenya. That is, I just joined recently. But let me emphasize on Pan-African Universities and Colleges Congress. You find, let me, in our history and government studies in high school, we learned about Pan-African Congress that is started by Martin Luther, Jomo Kenyatta and all those. So we have our Kenyan chapter. It came to Kenya, and now it is subdivided into the Pan-African Universities and Colleges Congress, and I am privileged to be the president of Pan-African Universities and Colleges Congress, Mount Kenya University. So you can join. The joining is 50 bob, and you can reach out to me. I can give you more details about the Pan-African Universities and Colleges Congress. I'm also the chairperson of African Girl Child Empowerment in the entire African continent, and this is something that I'm not proud about, but it is just privileges that I'm getting. We also mentor girls, the African girls, online in online conferences. We have this organization, and I'm also a youth motivator. I'm working in the Youth Empowerment Development Network in Narok County. I am the assistant county monitor, Narok County, for Youth Empowerment Development Network. I cannot forget to mention Tareto Africa. This is the organization that has built me. We mentor girls. We are determined to reduce poverty at any given cost using our simple available resources. So Tareto Africa is the one that has built me, and we are very welcoming. We have our Make a Girl Smile phases. Recently we were in Narok 15th. Yeah, it was on 8th May. On 8th May we were in Narok West, the Masai Mara, Masai Mara village, and a lot of girls benefited from us. So those are my titles at the moment. And yeah, sure.
Thanks so much. Asante sana. He's a great person. Thank you, sir, for accepting to be in Youth today.
Thank you so much.
Nashukuru sana. Mpenzi mtazamaji, yote ni kwa faida yako wewe kijana uliye pale nje, wewe mtazamaji wetu ambaye siku zote watutazama. Lazima tuhakikishe kwamba tunakupasha na tunakusaidia katika hali moja au nyingine, kuhakikisha kwamba swala lolote ambalo la kusumbua lazima tuweze kuhakikisha kwamba tunakusaidia. Na tunapomalizia siku zote, mpenzi mtazamaji, mie lazima niwatakie wote wanaosherehekea siku zao za kuzaliwa. Kibao chake pale Harmonize akisema happy birthday kicheza chini kwa chini. Nataka niwatakie watu wengi sana, ni wengi sana ambao wanasherehekea siku zao za kuzaliwa hii leo. Na juu ya hayo mambo, una mtu anayesherehekea birthday yao hivi?
Okay, I cannot mention. I have a friend who is having her birthday. She's Faith Letura. She's a doctor in a certain hospital in Kitengela, and I am wishing her a happy birthday. So I can dedicate this song to her.
Thanks so much. Hope umepata hiyo song. Then Jen Gwent, thank you so much. Aaron Rono, thank you so much for ever being with me. Those who are celebrating their birthdays, I want to say happy birthday. I'll be also celebrating my birthday on Thursday next week on 27. Sasa keki zikuje, not keki zawadi, keki mimi ndo nitatoa. Sasa mpenzi mtazamaji, thank you for having time with us today. It has been pleasure having you. It has been a great pleasure. Wewe wa Facebook pale, asante. Wale wa YouTube, asanteni sana. It has been a great pleasure. Lazima niwashukuru wale nyuma ya mitambo, manake sifanyi peke yangu. Lazima nimshukuru Haron Doya, sawa. Nimshukuru ambaye anahakikisha kwamba tunakujia pale mbashara Facebook. Asante sana Gilbert Mwiboni kuhakikisha kwamba YouTube mambo yako sawa. Asante sana pia mwelekezi pale Felix kwa kuhakikisha kwamba masuala yanaendelea vizuri sana. Siku zote nakwambia tunakujia mbashara kutoka hapa chuo kikuu cha Mount Kenya University ambapo tunasema we are unlocking infinite possibilities. Nasema kuwa na weekend njema. Tutakutana majali wa juma lijalo sana wakati kama huu na mahali papa hapa. Mimi naitwa Sakwinto, makala ya Youth Root hii leo yametamatika hivi. Bye bye.